Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone, and welcome to something a little bit different for this channel. At the start of this video, I want to say a huge thank you to Marco and Stray Fawn Publishing for getting in touch about the 1.0 release of Flotsam, which is a sort of city builder type game, which I have enjoyed in the past. They very kindly provided me with a review copy of this, so I am playing this a little bit early. This is it's currently the Monday, and the embargo for this lifts on the 4th of December when the 1.0 update comes out. So I'm recording this a bit early, but you'll see this as 1.0 is coming out, hopefully. But yeah, huge thanks to Marco and Stray Fawn for getting in touch. I really appreciate it. This is not they haven't paid me in any way to say any particular things about the game. They just said, here's the 1.0 version, check it out if you want to. So anything I do say in this video is my genuine opinion. I haven't been asked to say anything specific about the game. I just wanted to be very upfront about that. But yeah, we're going to jump in and see what happens here. There is a tutorial, which, sure, let's go through it. Let's go through the tutorial. Skip. Well, I like the art style. It reminds me a little bit of Akami with the thick lines. It's very stylized. It's kind of a bit Akami. It's a bit Wind Waker as well, which I've never played. Maybe I should. Well, that's it then, Captain. Garbage floods washed away our village. Good thing we had a ship to make our escape. Let us not sink into despair. Let's ride this wave and stay afloat. We're gonna survive. No, we're going to thrive. We should transform our boat into a floating community. Today we start rebuilding our civilization. But first, what should we christen our new town? Ooh. Let's see what some of the random generated. Snorkel City. I quite like Snorkel City, actually. We'll go with Snorkel City. I like looking through random generators. Snorkel City, huh? Perfect. The future is ours. Now that we christened our town, let's go over some of the basics. First, try to move your view using WASD, or you can drag with right mouse button. Okay. Zoom in and out. Yeah, okay. You can hold that, but you can also Q and E. Okay, that's the Town Heart, is what that ship is called. Coolio. And then space is pause. That's all fairly standard controls. And then 1, 2, 3 for game speeds. Picked up the controls quickly. It's almost like I've played similar games before. If you ever need to revisit the basics or need additional information, you can always consult the tutorial page. You can open it by pressing the question mark icon or using F1. There's a whole heap of tutorials in there. And that's good that it's got everything that we've just done there, as a reminder in case we need it. Alright, let's get started on building our floating community. Let's do it. I'm excited. To do this, we're going to need some stable footing. Let's salvage some of that floating plastic over there. To salvage, open the salvaging panel and select the swimming marker. Once selected, you can choose a patch of flotsam and place it there. Salvaging panel. Okay, so we want to try and catch as much as we can. And it builds up at the front there, okay. So we've got 11 canned food, 20 fresh water, a floater, and some plastic waste. Oh, I didn't realise there was so much more garbage back there. Let's speed up a little bit. So we've grabbed everything there, so let's place another swimming marker down over here. because this should get us a lot of stuff. I'm assuming each person can only pick up a certain amount of stuff each trip. Awesome, we can use the salvaged floaters to extend and build our town. To start building, open the building menu and select the plastic walkway. Costs 1 floater. To build a walkway, place it at a starting point, then move your cursor to the desired endpoint and confirm. If we put it here, like that. To further extend our town, we'll need to repurpose the plastic waste into floaters. You can also right-click to deselect. That's also fairly standard for this sort of thing. We can do this with a plastic workshop. Let's build one. So that's going to be build menu. We've got storage for a small storage yard. Workshops is what we want. Plastic workshop. Let's pop that right there. Let's get in on these animations. Pretty good. Oh, we can select multiple builders as well. Let's do that. That'll speed it up. Hopefully. I like that it's... I love when games like this have sort of stages of animation. We'll stay fairly zoomed in here. Plastic workshop is ready, Captain. Select it to begin production. This isn't the right building, Captain. Oh. Whoops. It's because I already had it selected. It was a bit... words. It didn't quite know what to do with that. To make floaters, key the desired amount using the +1 and -1 buttons. To continuously produce floaters as resources become available, use the repeat button. Okay. Well, we'll go for 5 because we can make 5 with our floating plastic at the minute. Or with our regular plastic. We only needed 3, but I'm sure it will always be useful. Especially if that's what builds the walkways. Takes a while to craft, so... oh, upgrades. Oh, you can reduce the weight of buildings. Okay, we've got a storage capacity. We're good on storage capacity, so let's do a bit more salvaging. I don't think we can quite get 3 there. Let's grab those bits. We can see what people are doing as well. So we've got Seal Trebe is making the plastic. U-Boat is grabbing more stuff from the ocean. And then we've got Skip. We've finished making 2 floaters. Skip is doing some hauling. So I think we're... Oh look, there's a bunch of stuff under the water. That's cool. I think we can probably just do that. Grab that last bit of plastic. Because it's right there. I think we're going to wait for a bit more to build up before doing more salvaging. Now that we can make floaters, we're one step closer to creating our floating community. For the next step, we'll need more resources. Let's explore our surroundings and see what's out there. You can reach new destinations by moving your town across the map. Let's open it. I'm going to assume it's the M key, but... Welcome to the map. Here you can explore the world and move your town to another location. You can press and hold left mouse button on a location to move towards it. So I'm curious about this wood log over here. To move backwards, hold both. Okay. Moving requires eel electricity. When your eel electricity is low, drifters will use the town heart's crank to refill it. Okay. Let's head to that patch of floating wood over there. Seems like an ideal resource to build starter constructions. Already ahead of you, Skip. Great, now that we're here, you should just close the map. We've arrived at our destination. When you return from the map, your view will match the location you were looking at. This makes it easy to look around and inspect locations. And that is one wet wad of wood. Let's salvage it and process it into refined resources. So, I just want to check here. If we do this... Oh yeah, it's a good way to scout, actually. That's really nice. And then we can always just press C to come back home. So, salvage. We're going to get 8 wet wood. Well, and a bit more because there's more stuff over here. Let's actually put another salvaging boy there as well. This is the most of the wet wood that we're going to get. Oh, we can grab that barrel as well, we might as well, because it's only one piece. Okay. This wet wood needs a lot of work before we can build with it. Let's start by building a manual dryer and use it to dry it out. So that's going to be in here. Town, housing, water, food, desalinator. Oh, manual dryer, there. Let's pop that there, opposite the plastic workshop. And let's get 2 people on building that. Are there any more resources around here? There are not. Okay. That's fine. In that case, I will just bump that up to 3 people building. And then, dry wood we need 15. Cool. Okay, so it shows the queue, but you can go beyond the queue. That's nice, actually. I like that you can just queue up as much as you want. So we've got our morale menu here, so everyone's doing pretty well. Seal Troops having a great time. We do need homes for them at some point. But we need some wooden planks for solo tents or duo tents. I wonder what that icon is. Oh, we can find out here. Town Beauty. The sum of all construction's beauty scores in your town. A negative score will decrease morale, while a positive score will increase it, with higher scores granting bigger bonuses. We've got knowledge. Okay. That's the glossary. We've got a quest log. Maximum output of production. Ah, this is the... Okay. Gotcha. This is the Dwarf Fortress screen that you had to use a separate mod for. I've played a fair bit of Dwarf Fortress in my time, and you can do this sort of stuff in-game now, but you used to have to use a mod called Dwarf Therapist to be able to tinker with their stuff. We've got some dry wood. Let's use it to build a sawmill and start crafting some wooden planks. Okay, so that's going to be in a workshop. Yep, sawmill. Let's pop that right next to the dryer for now. And let's get 2 people on that while one person's doing the planks, although they're all having a bit of a nap now. It's a very short night cycle. Which I guess makes sense if no one's doing anything, not having a long night is quite nice actually. Oh, this looks to be our weight. And I think that might be our electricity, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh, you can disable snapping as well. That's interesting, that you can build on the grid, but you don't have to. Okay, let's get those 6 wooden planks going. I love the animation for the sawmill, actually. That's really fun. Giant saw blade going back and forth. And the manual dryer is just some poor dude on the crank. That's a U-boat, I think. He's having a great time, though. He's enjoying it. I think it might be worth building out a bit more of a walkway. I like that you can angle it differently as well. Like, you don't have to go to the grid. We're going to go to there. Oh, I've run out of floaters, that's why I can't make any more. Okay, that's fine. Right, we're going to speed things up while we're waiting for resources to produce here. We made wooden planks. Let's build ourselves some homes. Build homes for your drifters. So what I want to do, actually, is head over here. And grab some more plastic. We don't have enough wood for the planks. Okay, that's fine. The U-boat is going to keep on cranking that to keep it dry. And we've got, I think that Skip is doing the collecting. I can click on them to see their profile. Like stats and about page and stuff. Is that water flying off the... That's quite fun. Okay, so... let's make 3 more floaters. Let's manually craft them. And let's do a little bit more salvaging. I think there's one like specifically under our boat somewhere, which is why that grabbed an extra one when we moved further over this way. And then we've just got a little bit more over there. Oh, and it actually, let's remove that marker. Pop it there instead, and then we can get all the rest of that. I think there was some behind our boat. Yeah, it gives you a notification. Drifter management. Your drifters will take care of any task you lay out for them. They always prioritize tasks based on their highest priority. You can assign their priorities for various tasks, such as cooking, salvaging, and more in the Drifter Duties panel, which I found already. Okay, and they also have affinities for certain tasks, which... So we haven't actually got any priorities set yet, so we'll set Skip as a crafting priority and a researching priority. All of them like crafting actually, so they can do that. We don't have anyone that can do any of that yet. Okay. Ooh, we have a knowledge though. Rope lashing. Requirements 1 knowledge. Rope crafter. Braids seaweed into rope. Storage yard, which is a better storage area. A drying rack, which is automatic drying as well. Let's research that. I don't think we have a research bench yet. If there is such a thing. So what I want to do now is bring this out over here. Oh wow, we need a lot of floaters for the tents. So let's get on that. Let's get one building and let's head over to some more plastic. Oh, I wonder if that's the kelp. We can go up and grab that wood later as well. Oh, it's right there, actually. So let's get our salvaging beacons on. I'm hoping that catches all of that. And we'll just put another one over here. And then hopefully that grabs most of the plastic for us. We're getting our first tent built. Almost there. Let's craft another floater as well. We're on day 2. I wonder if there is like a full... Okay, there are daily stats. That's interesting. And it seems like so far at least we use 1 food and water per day. Oh, there are different overlays. So there's weight, energy, beauty, and architect mode. Interesting. Not the map. Wanted to... We still need one more floater. Can we craft another one at all? Oh, we can... Yeah, definitely. Is it 3? Yeah, 3 for a one-person tent. Okay, and once we've got those built, I think we should start building out the other side a bit. So while that's going, let's just head on over to this wood. We did miss a tiny bit of plastic. You know what? We're close enough. It's going to take a bit for them to swim over, but I think it'll be worth it in the end just to grab it. Oh, big friendo. Wow, that's got some huge teeth. Wonder if that can eat us. Okay, so we can build another one of those. We are still short some floaters. We are building more, or crafting more I should say. I think we've fully sorted all our salvage markers. Skip took the first home by the looks of things. So I wonder if it'll be worth districting stuff. I think what I'm going to do is pop down a storage yard next to our crafting stuff as well. It costs 2 floaters, so we'll need to craft 2 more. But everyone's very busy. Let's speed things up again. And that just means there's less stuff building up at the front of our boat. Is there anything that uses wet wood that I can see? Let's pause while I have a quick look. Getting a desalinator is probably pretty good. And a salad spinner. Although we probably need some algae. So, I don't think it's worth doing anything other than just pressing repeat on the dry wood. Eventually we'll have an automatic dryer. We just need that one more floater to be produced as well. So that we can build our third tent. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. I don't know exactly what's new about the 1.0 update. Because I believe this has been in early access for a bit. Okay, this is our water reserves. We've got 17 out of 20 water. And we can store 20 fresh water on the main sort of hub of our community. We've got 8 food as well, so that's probably more of a priority at the minute. Okay, we can build our last tent now. It's a little bit cozy over here. They're very close together, but needs must, I suppose. Yeah, we need a research station to start doing that. Although I think we can get to the research menu by clicking knowledge. That's the tutorial pages, and then we've got the game menu for options and stuff up here. Oh, you can increase the radius for a boy as well. Okay, we've almost got this third home built. I don't think he's even going to make it there on time to help building, but let's whack an extra builder on there. Ah, it feels good to be properly settled in now. Drifters with a home are happier, and happier drifters work and move faster, which in turn makes them gain experience faster too. That's why keeping your drifters happy is essential for a thriving town. Select a drifter to check their morale regularly to stay on top of their needs. And you know what would really make me happy? Finding more stuff. I mean, people, obviously. Let's open the map and see what's out there. Captain, look, there on the horizon. An old church. It seems like a good vantage point to scout the region from above. Let's head there. Ooh, okay. We can head over in that direction. It looks like there are possibly some fishing opportunities over here as well. But what I'm going to do is head via some other resources. Let's kind of park ourselves between these ones. And do some gathering. We'll get most of those there. Actually, let's... Aha. We can just bump up the size to make sure we're catching everything. Oh yeah, look, we're gathering up this kelp, I'm assuming. Always good to grab more stuff along the way. Let's bump up the amount of people on that one as well. Actually, let's just put all of them to 3. And that way we'll have all our people working no matter what. Although we've got some wood drying going on. Now we do need some dry wood sometimes. I don't know if that's just for the sawmill. Getting a research station would be really nice, actually. And we craft... we can craft a couple of floaters. Because I think what I want to do is start building out the other side as well. I don't want this to be too lopsided. But yeah, look, we've got seaweed. It's an ingredient. It's not specifically food, though, so... Once we've gathered all this, we'll head on over to the old church. It looks like each person consumes 1 food and 1 water per day. That's what I've been seeing so far. Ah, there we go, we're getting our floaters crafted. Let's just line that up on the other side. I think it's about there. Okay, we finished well, not salvaging, but grabbing all of the stuff from there. It looks like mostly it's wooden planks, unless we specifically want to build a sawmill currently. I think I'm just going to do that as well. Right, we've gathered all that, so once our people get back to the church, back to our little community, we're going to head on over towards the church. It's over this way. Okay. So the map does rotate with how your ship is rotated. We definitely need more plastic. So let's stop by plastic. I think we're okay on wood for now. If we just go like this. Oh, it wasn't Y, what was it? X is bigger and Z is smaller. And we can just do that and make sure we grab all the plastic around us. That is as big as it can get. That's quite sizable though. You can fit a lot of stuff in that. Because I want to, possibly slightly prematurely, we should maybe do a salad spinner first actually. I do not want to run out of food if I can help it. It looks like we get 100 storage on the front of our boat here, and then we've got 20 there. Yeah, we've got 5 canned food. It's ordinary quality. So let's craft 2 more floaters. But while we're doing that, let's head over to the next plastic patch. It looks like we go into a slightly different biome here, almost. Having that fast snap back to the ship is really handy as well. Oh look, there's some, well, there's a whale that's just eaten some fish and phased through a building, as you do. You know, who doesn't phase through a building from time to time? Quite a good look at all our stuff here. Yeah, I do really like the art style of this. It's very stylized. And it looks like there's a very good amount of stuff in here for it to come out into the 1.0 release. Obviously there are similarities to other sort of colony survival sims, like Oxygen Not Included, stuff like that. There are a couple of similarities to Dwarf Fortress, which is fun as well. Right, let's kind of make a beeline here, grab this plastic, and then go scouting at that church tower. I don't know what I was doing with the map there. Oh wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. So I wonder what happened to this world. Ooh, mushrooms. That's definitely a good place to scout from. Unfortunately, I don't think they've animated the clock to match with the actual in-game time. Although they could just say that the clock isn't working anymore, which, like, I would not be surprised given the derelict state of this location. But I was just wondering if they had... Oh, we are full on stuff. So, because we're full on stuff, let's build a salad spinner over here. We probably want that quite close to our storage. That gives us more space to pick up more stuff, because we've started using some of the stuff. Let's get a couple of people on building that. And then let's... Oh, there's parking over here. We're here! Okay. And my, oh my, look at that old church, a relic of the old world, weathered but still standing after the flood. Let's select it. I need to... Ah, that might be a typo. Yeah. Because it's now telling us to go to the rural ruins. So we should be able to salvage wood junk somewhere. Or I've gone wrong somehow. Let's just cooking priority on the seaweed salad. That's the old supermarket as well. Oh, we can we drive? We can drive manually as well. With the arrow keys. Do I maybe have to select the parking spot? Ah, Old Church, there we go. In this panel, you can give various orders. Issue the order to scout to get a better view of our surroundings. Got it. So you can click on things like this. Oh. Running up the broken road. The region has been scouted. Okay, I wonder if the scouting thing happened in the map a bit sooner than it should have. Let's head back to the rural ruins now that we know they're there. I like that it automatically decides on whether the reverse or forward is best. So, ooh, grab plastic junk. For sure. Take furniture as well. Hey, look at that, we're making some food. I think as well we're going to set up another storage yard. Now on here there are filters. Okay, so we could specifically set one over here for seaweed. Right, we've got quite a lot of plastic junk, so let's make ourselves a bunch of those. Put them on low priority for now though. Okay, so we've got a bunch of plastic junk. We've got wood junk, which is coming from the furniture, possibly. There is also another island just here. Mouldy, decrepit junk from days gone by. Beautiful. We can still make use of this. Let's recycle it into scrap first, then turn it into something useful. Okay, so we can grab some more there. So, that sounds like we need a recycler. Yeah, so we need another wooden plank. Let's... we actually need to salvage some more wood. I think because I spent some on the salad spinner. Which is fine. We've grabbed all the plastic junk out of there. That might be the closest piece of wood that we can go and get. Once we've finished grabbing the furniture out of here, I will just speed up slightly. Got all the furniture. It's getting to be night time again, so everyone's gonna go take a quick snooze. While they're doing that, let's head over to this wood. Let's go grab that real quick. Ah, so this has an import spot, which can hold up to a certain amount. That's interesting. So it's kind of got its own storage then, in a way. Because that hasn't been taking up room in our actual storage for a while. Okay, we're going to get some dry wood here. I think I'm going to put the research station maybe over by the... over by our housing area. Let's come out that way. There we go. So we just need one more sawmill, or one more wooden plank from the sawmill, which I believe is in production now. And then we can create that recycler. We'll go for the recycler first, because we've got a lot of junk. Almost got that wooden plank though, there we go. And let's pop our recycler over there. This is probably a really inefficient town layout, but it's fine. Now, can I bump priority up on building at all? I don't think so. And I can't jump priority up on that either. Is that going to pause production there if we do that? Yeah, we can disable buildings temporarily. Okay. There we go, we're getting this built now. It's icky quality seaweed salad, but it will do. Probably won't help morale much. There we go. So we've grabbed all of that. Let's head over to the supermarket. Actually no, there was the other thing in the rural area that I want to check out. It was this one. No, it wasn't. It was this one. But let's grab those. We'll have one person on that for now. Oh look, yeah, he's cranking up the energy, the electricity. One thing I like about the tutorial, it has the, like, the explore the region quest over here, but even if you kind of take your own path through it, it's not like harassing me to say, oh, don't forget to do this. So I'm enjoying that. Okay, so plastic waste we can do. Now, what do we do with furniture? Does that get put on the chopping block, maybe? Who knows? Let's put that one on to repeat. Yeah, we can't take it to the sawmill, it looks like. Let's have a quick look at our other buildings. Yeah, maybe it's the chopping block that we'd need for that. Might be worth making a desalinator next to our other one, so let's do a bit more walkway out here. Real quick. What do we need? We need 3 wooden planks for that, so let's reactivate some of these. Speed things up a little. We can go 3 if we want to be really zoomy. We're okay on food for another 4 days. Okay. So let's get the... Let's put that there. And then we're going to go for a couple of storages. We need some more floaters. But I want a water container and a regular storage, and we're going to filter that regular storage. So let's get those. Let's actually put those back on normal priority as well. Okay, there's our desalinator almost done. Ah, we need firewood for that, so we do need a chopping block as well, which requires some wooden planks. And I'm hoping this is what we can use for furniture. We've finished salvaging the rural ruins. We can firewood from junk or firewood from drywood. Let's automatically do firewood from junk. And then storage wise, we want a small storage yard there. And let's have a look at these filter settings. Once this is up and running, we need 1 more wooden plank for that one. So we actually need to salvage a bit more wood. To get the water storage up and running. We've got 20 water storage on the boat though. Okay, so let's have a look for filters. Let's filter to none at the moment. And then we specifically want seaweed to be there. I think what would be nice here is having like a filter per category. If there was a way to filter via categories, maybe. But that's just a small sort of wish list. And yeah, there we go. We're making some fresh water. We'll put that on high priority, and we'll put the food on high priority as well. It's potato salad, polluted seaweed salad. Ooh, gross. No thanks. I mean, I'm sure in a pinch if there's nothing else. Right, while we're doing that, let's head over to the supermarket, and then we'll see if there's any wood nearby here. There is another rural ruins nearby as well. It's good to explore these like city and town areas. Oh, a supermarket. Maybe there's some food left. Indeed. Scavenge remaining food. There's 9. Nice. That'll keep us going for a bit. That actually gives us 3 more days of food with our current amount of people. There's a plastic patch there. I think we're okay-ish on plastic for now. Yeah, if we do this... Oh, we've got expertises. Diets as well. Grilled flounder, potato salad, and bouillabaisse. No one likes seaweed salad. Ah, that hit the spot. It would be nice to have something to wash it down with. But our fresh water supply seems to be running dry. Let's refill it. Good news, we're surrounded by water. Bad news, it's all salty. To make it drinkable, we'll need to boil out the salt. Let's get some firewood and build a desalinator. We can get firewood by chopping up wood junk or dry wood at a chopping block. Or find some at Woods Landmarks. Woods Landmarks, okay. Done, Your Honor. Then drift to expertise. Oh, you get an expertise point. As we take on more tasks, efficiency can drop without proper management. You can direct what gets done first by setting priorities for each drifter's tasks. These priorities are set in the Drifter's Duties menu. Open it by pressing that or use Y. Okay. So who's good at cooking? Skip is good at cooking, so we'll put Skip on... Oh, but these two are like that. Okay, affinity. You can also manage building priorities. Drifters will work at higher priority buildings of the same type before lower priority ones. Try changing a workshop's priority. Okay, they followed drifter duties priorities first rather than the... That makes sense, rather than building priorities. Seems like we got our basic needs covered. But if we're going to build a town that can truly support a community, we'll need to expand our knowledge. With knowledge, we can figure out how to maintain a sustainable food supply, improve our living conditions, and generate electricity and more. Knowledge is gained when drifters gain experience. Lucky for us, we've done quite a few tasks and gained plenty. Let's put it to use. Let's build a research station and put our knowledge to work. Okay, what do we need for a research station? 1 more floater and 3 more wooden planks. So, yeah. We definitely need to find some wood out here. Which I'm wondering if we go to dead trees. Okay, that's specifically firewood, although getting extra of that's not going to be too bad of an idea. So this looks like it used to be a forest. We can start heading back in this direction because there is some wood over here. We'll just wait until we've finished gathering this. I like that there's different options for getting stuff though, like you can either get an early food setup or you can just scavenge at supermarkets, things like that. Having the different options feels good. Yeah, I have to say I'm enjoying this so far. Got 9 of the tinder that was there so far. We definitely do need some more wood to produce all the stuff that I want to produce. Yeah, our water's gone up a lot. Our food is looking solid, so I'd say we're pretty well set for a little while. And we can just stop by a kelp patch whenever we need. Drifters will receive a task to generate power when the total energy of the connected energy grid falls below the energy threshold. Okay. Got our weight capacity. Your town has a town has a total weight, which is tracked in tiers. Each building adds to this weight, and when the total weight reaches a higher tier, the electricity cost of moving the town increases. Okay, we're close to the next weight tier threshold. The maximum capacity is reached. You can't construct new buildings until you increase the weight capacity with buildings like the town tugger. And then we've got storage. We can filter here. Storage as well. Okay, there's a lot of stuff you can do. But let's head out over this way. So I'm hoping somewhere over here there will be some wood. Whoops. Let's not leave our person behind on the island. 1 second. Sorry, whoever that was. It was probably Skip. That was a bit rude of me. Just gonna refresh that job to make sure it didn't break. I don't know if it would have done, but... Okay. Ooh. There are drifters that have leveled up. Seal Trib has leveled up. So can we can put an extra point. He likes cooking and he likes crafting. Let's get him trained up as a crafter. And then if we go into priorities, we'll put him as priority 3 crafting. U-boat can be our cooker. And we've got Skip as our researcher. That's a fairly nice spread of things. Over to this wood. And let's get that all salvaged. Drop that down to 1 person for now. We don't need 3 people going for it. I think we've mostly worked our way through this furniture. So we're still making fresh water. I wonder if it'll stop making it automatically if it's if the storage is full up. Oh, time for a nap. We'll just add in all the food, actually. Although not the finished meals. We'll get raw meal materials there. Okay, now we should be able to build the research station, which is going to be put over here. Let's get a couple of people on building that. 2 more upgrade points. So Skip is good at cooking. The U-boat is going to be our cook. Skip will give the point to research. Diets. Producer management. Ah, interesting. Quest title. Oh, there's a mock-up quest. Got our production stuff going. And then we've got a glossary of terms as well. Very nice. Right, let's have a look at this research. Oh, excuse me. Voice is going a bit croaky. So let's have a look at this research and then maybe finish up. Go. So I did already select a research for rope lashing, so Skip has started out on that already. There's also seaweed growing, scrap smithing, and basic tools, which all seem pretty handy, quite honestly. So let's... Okay, so this is how long it takes to use a knowledge point to research, and I think this will fill up based on how many knowledge points the research takes. Hauling export blocked. Okay, so in that case, let's actually, for this, go to 20 for now. And I think that should stop producing once we've hit 20, which we have. Let's zoom through the rest of this research and see if it works the way I think it does. It does. Voila! We are all set to help other survivors and build our floating community together. Let's venture onward and find a survivor, rescue them and listen to their story. Our best chance is to scout a region and hope we spot someone in the distance. Okay. But for now, I think, with our bustling little town, that might be where we finish up for today if we cannot build a small water container, which we can't, although we could craft 2 floaters. This is the sort of game that I could just noodle around in for ages. But yeah, while this is all going on, thank you so much again to Marco for sending me this key, and to Stray Fawn as well. Yeah, this is a great game so far. So, as a sort of final thoughts thing, absolute standouts for me, I love the art style. It's very stylized, but I think it adds a lot of charm to the game. The way the quests work as well, like they don't nag you, but they just sit in the corner there for the tutorial and stuff. That's really nice as well. And it feels like a very solid foundation of a like survival colony sim. And I know I'm only just scratching the very sort of minimal surface of how things could eventually turn out. I think it's well worth checking out, especially if you enjoy other games that are similar to this, like Dwarf Fortress, or I'd say the one it most closely resembles to me so far is Oxygen Not Included. Similar vibes, I think. But if you enjoy these sort of colony sim management builder type games, this is definitely worth checking out. It's a very good version of that. So yeah, thank you again, Marco and Stray Fawn, for trusting me with this. And thank you for watching as well. I really appreciate you taking the time to check this out. The link to the Steam page will be in the description because this has gone into 1.0 release by the time you're watching this. And I'm sure there is a ton more content to discover in the full game. So yeah, thank you for watching again. I hope you all have a great day, and I will hopefully see you all soon. Have a good one, everyone. Oh, hang on. Let me tab out of the game properly so that I'm not moving the screen around. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.